Oh hi! Do you know what I'm obsessed with today? Early 3D renders, because I'm such a normal and interesting person.
I've been fascinated with old 3D art for a while now. It's like, when I look at this stuff, it's almost as if I'm nostalgic for a time period that I've never been able to experience. I mean, look at this stuff. So let's just take a couple of minutes of the day to look and appreciate at some of these pieces of art.
So what are we going to be calling early 3D? Well, I'd say anywhere between the first ever 3D model and 1999, but we're mainly going to be looking at the 90s today because I just find it more interesting.
But let's quickly look at the first ever 3D model. All the way back to 1975, the first 3D model was of a teapot called the Utah Teapot, and I can't find the original model, but it's like the go-to original 3D model. It's like the grandmaster of being an old 3D model. And I mean, yeah, it's cool in concept, but it's just a teapot. Moving on to what I actually want to talk about, the 90s. This is the time period for old 3D. And just like, straight off the bat, this shit is so fucking trippy. I mean, look at some of this shit. What is even going on in some of these pictures? Looking at these photos, it's almost as if I'm in another universe. It's a very plastic looking universe there.
I mean, I'm not looking at these photos thinking that I'm going to understand what's going on, because I'm never going to fully understand what's going on. But that doesn't make these photos bad, no. It's the exact opposite. Another thing I quite like about these photos are that they're kind of dim, like the lighting is really dark most of the time. And that helps give a sense of, how do I put this, a sense of otherworldliness. It's like I'm just staring into another dimension. And the game that does this really well is Mario 64.
Okay, what can I say about this game that hasn't been said before? Mario 64 revolutionised 3D gaming, blah 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 blah. I don't care about that. Let's look at these renders. Like, this render with Mario and Bowser is just a bit more polished than some of the art we've been looking at. But this game does have renders that are matching what I'm talking about. The fact that Mario is reflective really helps sell this piece of art, as a lot of 3D art was reflective because that was showing off the technologies at the time. I'm going to be honest, I don't think this game would have looked anywhere as good if it was on something like the GameCube, for example. Because the levels that aren't in some big open world and are just like platforms in space, for example Bowser in the Sky, do this exact feeling really well. And I don't think it would ever have been pulled off on anything unless it was on the 64.
Wow, that was quick. I actually didn't have as much to say about this as I actually thought I would. I mean, I probably could say more, but it's kind of hard to put into words exactly what I want to say about this thing, because, it's so weird. It's kind of hard for me to think about what exactly I should be saying. But, saying that, it's just so cool. You don't get stuff like this anymore. I mean, yeah, there's communities dedicated to recreating this, but it's not the same. I mean, I've had a look at some, modern retro CGI, and it doesn't do it, in my opinion. It kind of just, it looks too high quality. Part of the charm of early 3D is that it was low quality. Anyway, on to my next obsession. Next week, I will be obsessed with the Virtual Boy. Yeah, that's right, I'm always obsessed with this thing. But this time,